Hi, I'm Meteorologist Chris Tomer. Let's talk mountain weather, and this is for on the snow, and this is the snow before you go forecast. First of all, I want to start out by talking about where we stand right now. These are the snow totals at resorts. Of course, backcountry spots may have a lot more than this, but these are where the resorts stand. Jackson Hole's at the top. Wolf Creek is doing well, considering this is a La Nina year at almost 100 inches. They'll crack that starting pretty quick later this week. Crack the 100-inch mark. Whistler Blackcomb is coming up fast. They're in good position for the rest of the season with this type of La Nina setup. And everybody else on the list, from Alta, you're going to get snow by the end of the week and end of the weekend. And all the way, in fact, all the way down to Heavenly and Mammoth, you'll probably get a little bit. I'm not expecting a lot there, but that's just to bring you up to speed at this point. All right, here's the big picture as far as snow, the pattern, snow accumulation. You see that in the banding features right there, where you have the brighter colors. That indicates heavier snow accumulation between Thursday and Sunday. And in general, the great thing about this forecast is that the west is now finally turning more active again after what was a long dry streak at a number of resorts. So between Friday and Saturday, it looks like we'll get 1 to 2 different storm systems that will cross parts of the Intermountain West, even more, 2 to 3 storms up in the Pacific Northwest. That is definitely one of the hot spots this time around. In fact, all the way into the Intermountain West with this jet pattern. And it's a little bit far north. It'll probably lift the next storm into the northeast, but it looks awfully warm with that type of northern track, putting a lot of the snow north of those ski areas into parts of Canada. But we'll look at all that coming up here with more specifics. So let's talk about snow accumulation, and this is a grand total by the time we get to 11 p.m. Sunday. Of course, it's not all going to come at once in these areas, but it's a grand total. It gives you an idea kind of what we're looking at over that period, over this period of time. Whistler, Blackcomb, you've got snow on the way. Obviously, Baker, Stevens Pass, Rainier, snow on the way. Not a ton inland there towards Revelstoke, Red Mountain, Kicking Horse, and Sunshine, but at least it's something to refresh. Again, not a ton there for Schweitzer, but yeah, that's not terrible. That's good to obviously refresh things in that area. So let's shift down into that area. Sun Valley, you've got some snow on the way. Big Sky, certainly some coming on the way for Jackson Hole, with colder temperatures coming in as well at a lot of these ski areas. Let's look at Colorado. This should be a pretty decent setup for Colorado. It's not going to be blockbuster by any stretch of the imagination. With 2 different storms sort of merging over the state, there is going to be a definite break in the snow in Colorado between the first and the second. First one looks much lighter than the second, but these would be grand totals by Sunday night. You can see that across the I-70 corridor. And let's go to the northeast here and check out that area. And again, with the northern track of the jet in this particular area, it's going to lift a lot of warm air in, so it's going to be kind of a rain-snow mix, I'm afraid, with some of the better snow in Canada. But it may clip Jay Peak in northern Vermont, northern New Hampshire, and extreme northern Maine. So it's kind of a flip from last week where you got the really good snow. That may not be the case this time. So again, I think that overall my Tomer's take for this particular forecast period is to stick to the Pacific Northwest and the Intermountain West. A lot of those areas I would stick, obviously the higher elevations. We're still kind of early season, so stay to the higher elevations. Whistler, Blackcomb, Jackson Hole would be good. Down to Wolf Creek, that would be a hot spot. Even Tahoe would get good snow out of this stretch. And out to Snowbird with that second wave looks good over the weekend as well. Again, this is for On the Snow. Thank you for tuning in here.